Good, very good question. What you're having faith in is not your own thoughts, but in the thoughts that you download that come from the real self. And they come with the indicia of truth. And they come with love, they come with light, they come with a sense of joy and upliftment because they have goodness and beauty and all of those highest qualities. And so you know you can trust those thoughts because they're not your thoughts, but they are given to you by the Supreme Self. And then you're able to transmit them. And once you are in, let's say, intimate contact with the real self, then there's a spontaneous current and a flow of that vibrational frequency of the thought and the will of that being that enables one to act in every situation instantaneously from that place of the real, without any indecision or worry or need to meditate on it first for an hour or a day or a week or whatever. But in the beginning, it may be that you will end up telling people, you know, before I respond to that, I need to sit and meditate and receive instructions. And you will. If you reach the silence, then there'll be an inspiration. That's what inspiration means. It comes into you from spirit. And then you are filled with a new idea that you recognize comes from that power of truth. Okay, and you see, those who have attained that become known as wise beings, and then they are able to function as arbitrators, as leaders, as judges, as prophets, as in the old days as kings. So, for example, King Solomon in the Bible was known for his wisdom, and people would come to him. The subjects of the kingdom would come to resolve conflicts that no one else could resolve, and he was able to do this not only with truth, but with the use of crazy wisdom and the trickster archetype. So, for example, there was the famous one of two women fighting over a baby. Each one claimed to be the mother. And Solomon said, okay, well, let's cut the baby in half and give half to each. And one woman said, okay, fine. And the other woman said, no, give the baby to her, but don't kill it. And Solomon said, okay, you must be the real mother because you love the baby. So it's those ways of then using that understanding of love and of the higher values of the soul that would enable you to resolve conflicts at a level that would bring the optimal outcome. So one had a very practical function in the social order in those days, when there were no bureaucrats and no legal systems, no police, none of the kind of apparatus that we have today that takes over most conflicts and doesn't allow them to be solved with wisdom, but through other means that are usually very inaccurate. And so that power of wisdom then can ground a community or a social order in a state of trust and faith in that power that is then passed on through the wisdom school and the training of those who are among those who have the yearning and the urge and the brightness to want to become leaders of that way. And so in every tribe there would be shamans doing that role, or yogis, or gurus, or whatever, but there was always a wise man or a wise woman whom one could go to who would be able to figure these things out. And they had the wisdom by having gone into deep meditation and passed through ego death. Okay? Sorry for the long answer, but I feel that the question really needs to be understood at a deep level in a way to inspire one to become that. Right?